time to make a proper intro. Basically, I'll just reference a few things that I've already done. We'll be traveling back in time to what was yesterday. What you'll see after this was me beginning the 410 gear swap for my 2002 Silverado. Most of you guys already know the build. If you're watching this, you probably know part of it. But basically, we're doing a 410 gear swap with the Eaton Detroit locker in the rear. Had a couple technical issues that made me have to wait until today to finish it up. So basically, like I said, we'll be traveling back to yesterday, and it'll kind of be like another intro because I already recorded part of this. But we'll go through that. It'll be some time lapse of me actually doing the things that I was doing and finishing it up. And then afterwards, I'll give my review on basically how it worked out. So if you hear me repeating a few things, that's why, just to let you know. But let's get into it. All right, so I'm already halfway through the teardown, but I wanted to go ahead and give this intro. Put in 410 gears with the Detroit True Track rear end in the truck to match the 408. So like I said, already halfway through the teardown. I already got everything popped out, but actually about to pop the caps out and get the chunk swapped out. Like I said, I'll try to do some time lapse, and then really this video will be more of me giving my overview of how it is, because doing it, I guess you could say, straightforward. If you don't know how to do it, I really wouldn't advise you to do it anyway. So this isn't really a tutorial, because obviously you need a 2-post lift and some other things, but I guess this is good enough for now. I'll finish this up and we'll see how this thing works with that fat old 4L80 up here. Alright, so got the gear and the chunk. Just figured I'd show you guys before I throw it in there. Got pretty much everything popped out of here, so hopefully I can slap this thing back together and get back on the road. But good old Eaton. It's a part number if you want it, for anyone who's gonna ask. Take a good look. Just pause this. And this is just a Summit gear, 410 gear for a 10 bolt rear end. Pretty much you can get it from anyone for pretty easy. So we'll get this thing going, get it put back together, and enjoy it. So I'm waiting for the guys to come back to the shop, so one of them can help me set up this rear end so I don't get any whining or anything. And I just wanted to go over a few things on my rear end setup. It's not that great, but it works for me and I like it, so I wanted to go over it. I got the QA1 one-way adjustable shocks. They work pretty good and they helped me because I used to have a bottoming out issue up there on the bump stops. And then another thing that I never really got to go under or go over is the fact that I have the CalTrack traction bar system on my truck. They were a little bit cleaner. They're dusty now. I do need to wash this truck. It's been a while. But I just wanted to go over that. The carbon R-Series exhaust or mufflers, which are pretty much nothing in there, but they're pretty dope. And then you already know the goods up front. But like I said, I just wanted to go over my rear end setup. Another thing that I wanted to show really quick, it's kind of I mean, you can't really see the inside because the GoPro won't show you, but the inside of this thing is pretty nice. I can just go ahead and say it. The main holdup is I had to get the fresh bolts for the ring gear. I stretched a few of them getting them off here. I wish they would have sent the locker with the bolts. I thought they would, so I wouldn't even have to go through that. But anyway, long story for a different day. I mean, most of that stuff I don't need. There's a few of them, but anyway, I just wanted to go over some of this really quick before I throw it all in and you can't see it again. So there's that. Alright guys, I kind of forgot to turn the GoPro back on, but I got the rear end together. I'm going to finish everything up, finally I can say that, and let the truck down. I won't be able to get a flash today because this is Sunday and Tuner, aka Brandon, owner of Attitude Street Cars, isn't here right now, so I can't get my gear ratio flashed over, so won't be able to take it today. Tomorrow I'll pick it up after or during lunch, something at work, and then we'll go from there. But luckily YouTube, watched a couple videos. I feel like my mesh in my teeth is pretty good, so it's a little heart nerving, but I feel good about it now, so I'm gonna run it. And got the locker in, everything's torqued down, got some good Loctite on it, so I think it's gonna be good. It's kind of like when I did the motor, felt nervous about it, wasn't 100% sure, kind of asked myself questions like, what did I do this, how did I do this, was that right? The motor's been ticking just fine, so, and it hasn't been ticking, let me not say that, the motor's been running just fine. So hopefully this rear end will be about the same, and it'll last another 200,000 miles like the original setup was. So wish me luck. I'll finish everything up, we'll time lapse again, and probably next time you see me I'll be in a whole different outfit for the 4th time driving it. So let's go. Alright, so by the time you see this ending of the video, I would have had the truck done for almost 2 weeks now. Really wanted to take some time to drive the truck, really fill it out, because like I said before, this is my first time doing a GM diff. I've done 8.8 diffs and Mustangs before when I worked at Attitude, but this is a little bit different. I had to tackle it on my own most of the time too, which made it even tougher. I didn't have the in-person guidance, but luckily the owner of Attitude, Brandon, he helped me out. But anyway, like I said, I just want to close out this video and give my, I guess you could say, my final opinion about it. I went with the 410 gear, if you haven't heard that already. 410 rear end gear with the GM 4080 rebuilt with the 4000 stall torque converter. That's really going to give you what you need to know about what I have in my driveline, minus what I have in my motor. Reason for the 4000 stall torque converter is for the cam I have in my truck. You can watch the videos before, I might tag them. You'll understand if you understand how cams and torque converters work. So have that torque converter in with the 4080. It just changed up the whole gear ratio and what I needed. Driving on the 4080 wasn't terrible, but I just knew it needed some help. Honestly, if it were a stock motor with the 4080, the stock converter, it would have drove fine on the stock, because mine had a 332 or 323. Yeah, mine had a 323 in it, and the trucks that come with the 4080s have 373s. So I was just, my gear ratios were way off. So anyway, went with the Detroit True Track differential chunk, and then I got some Summit Racing 410 gears, put them together. They seem to be holding pretty good. Honestly, driving on the road on city streets is actually better. And then driving on the highway, it's actually, I had to learn how to drive the truck different. And mind you, I've had this truck for 7 years now, and I had to completely, almost essentially relearn how to drive it. So other than that, I really do enjoy it. I would suggest it. It does make the truck drive better. If you want just the straight to the point opinion, it makes the truck drive better. The 323 gear was just too low or too high. It just wasn't working for what the ratio is on the 4080, plus that big old loose converter. I needed something different. So in my opinion, I like the 410. Maybe would have went with the 390, but in the long run, I think the 410 will work better for when I go turbos and do everything else I want to do. Once we get to that point, I always come here for my trucks for some reason. It's a good spot. It's hot, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Please subscribe. We got some traffic coming down, but please subscribe. We'll get a little walk around of the truck. I appreciate you guys for watching. The truck is actually pretty clean. I washed it a few days ago, and it's still looking good. But if you like the video, if you like the channel, if you like me and anything else that I have going on, I'm gonna have some more Camaro content soon. Please subscribe. I'll fire this thing up real quick and then we will be out of here. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let's do this real quick. And then, like I said, we got more Camaro content coming. I got some track tires and some wheels. Stock one elite wheels with some tires that I want to use for the track. But like I said, subscribe to the channel. I know you guys like it.